I'm Sean with Illinois, Missouri Entertainment, and I'm here with Otep Shemaya. Am I saying that correctly? Shemaya, right on. Okay, you're out on tour right now with Unite and Conquer. Talk about the name of the tour.
Il Nino and I, who were co-headliners on the tour, decided that we wanted a name that best reflected not only what we were doing as bands who were co-headlining a tour, uniting and conquering or with our fans, but also something that was reflective of what's happening in the country and what we hoped collectively as artists and as citizens the outcome of the election would be, and luckily we were victorious in that, triumphant. And so that's what it's about. It's about trying to, I don't know, sort of halo this idea of coming together and through that showing some sort of domination, because a silent majority has no power.
Right.
So as long as we remain silent, we will have no power. And I think that the counterculture itself is so nebulous that it needs some sort of direction, and that only comes when people decide that they want to choose that direction.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Obviously, a new president-elect.
Indeed.
More things change, the more they stay the same, or are we going to see some real change?
Oh, I think we're going to see change, man. I mean, what are we coming off of? 8 years of cronyism, 8 years of hiring people in some of the most important positions in the country that directly affect how this country is protected and how we maintain our safeguards, to friends of this president, George Bush, who they're completely unqualified, and it's so we're coming out of this era of irresponsibility and ineptitude into what I think is a very thoughtful, very deliberate presidency under Barack Obama. He's already started to build his cabinet. They're an all-star team, and I couldn't be happier.
Okay. Ascension, you just released on vinyl, is that correct?
It was, yeah. Well, I believe it was. I don't know.
Yeah, it's out there.
Oh, it is? Yay!
I didn't go check, but I think it's out there. Now, is that when you guys put together like a vinyl release or different merch? Is that to help with the way things have changed with music piracy, that stuff, to help you guys as artists support what you do? Or
well, I think if there was a label suit sitting here, he would probably say something like, that with records, with the way that the market is going and the record industry is collapsing in on itself, the only thing that has gone up in sales is vinyl. Right. Everything else has gone down. I'm happy about it because I think the sound quality of vinyl is far superior than that of MP3 or CD.
Right.
I think that it's a warmer. The way we record records, a lot of bands go straight digital. That's all they do is record it right into Pro Tools. It goes right into some sort of memory bank, and then it's mastered and then disseminated to the masses.
Right.
But what we do is we still like to go to tape. We still like to take it because you get a far broader spectrum of sound. It's a warmer tone, which is the sound we like. I hate this really shrill. It's very popular now.
And let's also talk a little bit about all shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
That's something you're doing, or very cool stuff. A couple of young daughters, and not everybody's the same. I think that's what that's about, and try to get the message out there.
Yeah, I mean, we're inundated with this idea of what is perfect beauty. Right. Or what is feminine, or what is masculine, or what is acceptable, what is the right height, the right weight, the right hair color. So I think, it sends a signal to a lot of people that they're not as good as someone else. And I think it's time we redefine our ideas on self-esteem and self-love, and really try to allow people to love themselves, give them permission to accept themselves for they are. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't always try to be the best you can be.
Right.
I am of the Greek philosophy: strong mind, strong body, strong spirit. But at the same time, you don't have to be 5'9". You don't have to be, long torso, and you don't have to have those things. Right. Because I think if you look at society, most of what people are longing for, and a lot of bad decisions are made because people feel like there's a hole in them that someone else has to fill. That whole Jerry Maguire, you complete me, BS. What I think is that people should feel it. They should be whole first, and then they can go out and search for whatever else, because no one's ever going to complete you. And I think that if we can allow people to understand that, you know, more people look like we do than what's in the magazines, because they don't even look like that. That's airbrushed and it's everything else. I mean, I know, and I'm not slamming models, please. Some of my best friends are models, and
who they are, and they're the best at what they do. Right?
And you know, and they have a lot of self-esteem issues as well, which is surprising to a lot of people, that they think that there's just these arrogant girls, but they're not, because they're dissected, and in some of the most worst ways. I've been on set with some of these girls, and it's a terrible thing to hear the photographers scream at them about what they. Half their face doesn't match the other half, and like silly things, but it actually starts to destroy.
Right.
And that's why I think there's so many eating disorders and all of that. And that's what we're hoping to combat with All Shapes and Sizes, to teach new ideas on self-esteem.
It does bring people together, right?
Yeah, and that's what that's why I made it a social community, like a MySpace,
right,
so that people could find a network of other people who are maybe experiencing something similar, because you may not know anybody else that feels the same way you do, or you're too shy about it or ashamed or whatever to really reach out to someone that's a close friend. But if you meet someone online, it's a little different. And so it's a great cause. I'm very proud of the response from people that have joined it, and we're trying now to. We did a pledge widget where we offer up a pledge where people, if you know someone in your real world that is in your daily life that is picked on or feels badly about themselves, and you know it, offer them a compliment. Tell them something nice about themselves. And we had, in the first day, we had 100 people sign up to do that. So we're trying now to, because of the response, we're trying now to figure out how to design real-world applications where we can take all shapes and sizes and bring it to other people aside from the online community.
Definitely very cool stuff. Cats. You just, I saw you on LA Ink.
Yeah.
I know. Do you want to talk about some of the work you've done? I mean,
some of it.
I'm sure it all has meaning.
Yeah, sure, all of it does. This is the last bit I received. It's the Hindu goddess Kali.
Okay.
She's a mother goddess. She is a creator goddess. She's also a destroyer. So,
okay.
It's probably my favorite. I have several, and I'm actually thinking about getting this entire arm taken off. Not my arm, but the ink.
Right.
Through the laser technology that they have.
Right.
And start over.
Start with some fresh real estate, right?
Yeah, fresh real estate would be nice. And you know, some of these people that offered to give these tattoos to me, I appreciated it. And then later on, I found out that they weren't such nice people, or maybe they've had like a past that I don't necessarily want to be associated with. So I don't really want their art on me either. So, but the good thing is, you get it lasered off and you can start over.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
We're out of here.